Hi everybody, Jason Wilson here. Today we're going to be answering a question from the database. Dan sent us a question about the house he bought in 2013 that they regret buying, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, so stay with us. Alright, welcome back. So here's the question that Dan asked us. My wife and I bought a home in a private golf course community with an HOA in 2013. Our interest rate is unbeatable. But lately we've been regretting that decision and desire to ultimately be in a more private piece of property with a home that will age with us, i.e. master on the main, for example, and plenty of space to entertain. It's pretty difficult these days to find a home that meets all of your quote must-haves and is on a private piece of property in our area. Is it better to buy land and to have a home built on the land, or wait for the right home on the right property? And if it's better to buy land and build, how does the financing work? I've heard construction loans are a nightmare. That's an excellent question. Actually, it's an excellent series of questions. So this comes down to the question of the perfect home for you or the ideal value. Of course, when I ask somebody, do you want to look for the deal or do you want to pay retail? Of course, everybody raises their hand and says, I'd like to purchase the home that is the deal. However, when you dial it in, you find out from a lot of people that that's not always the case. Some people would like just whatever's the cheapest that they can fix up, and they will compromise on certain things like either privacy or layout or square footage or something of that nature. So we have to talk about this from a couple different angles. Number one, if this is the house that will age with you and you really, really want one that you're never going to have to buy another house because you would like the ideal home, then building is the best choice. Why? Well, because you can lay it out the way you want to. You can put the square footage you want to. You can get the features you want to. You can make sure that you have that master on the main so that you don't have to walk up and down the stairs as you get older. That gives you a couple of limitations. One of them is there's only so much land to buy. However, most of the land in the area is going to be more rural. You're going to be able to find some lots that are slightly larger, therefore you don't have to see the neighbors, so you can cover that privacy issue. But you do have to get a construction loan, and they can be a little bit of a nightmare. So when it comes to getting one of those, a lot of them used to be called temp to perm loans or construction loans, and they're just very specific types of loans where they do draws so that the builder can afford to put up certain sections, and then they pay against that draw and then eventually convert it into a singular mortgage. There are fewer options of that kind of loan out there right now, but it still can be done. The reverse on this is it better dollar value to buy something that already exists? Well, from a dollar to dollar value, resale is definitely going to be your better choice. However, you have to sacrifice certain things when doing a resale property because you didn't design it. And to find that perfect thing that checks off all of the must-haves is difficult. So I understand this is a choice question. So the question back to you, Dan, would be, is this going to be the house that you're going to grow old in, the last one that you're ever going to live in? If that's the idea in your head, then I definitely suggest look for some land that meets all of the must-haves as far as scenery and location. Then we can recommend some builders that can get you the custom home that fits your needs. Thanks so much.